welcome to this week's video from Delhi Sustainable Farms. This week we are going to be working on one of our large tractors. There happens to be a coolant leak, and so it kind of makes it difficult to use this tractor to feed hay daily. So through this process you get to see my father. We'll kind of interview him as we're working on the tractor, and we'll kind of see how the video goes from there. So stay tuned. No, too small.
That's 10 millimeter, which it shouldn't be that.
What are you working on up here?
Well, throughout the last couple of weeks, I've been smelling antifreeze inside the cab. Unlike a car, your air conditioner and antifreeze coils are on top of the cab. So the lines have to come all the way from the motor to the back of the cab and up inside of here. And as we pulled this off, we discovered that the old lines are cracked and have been leaking antifreeze up here. This tractor is a 1975 model, and it's a good chance that these are the original hoses. So there's two hoses up here, supply and return, and we're going to replace them both today so we don't have to deal with it for another 40 years.
Do you work on all your own equipment?
We try to work on everything we can that we're capable of fixing in order to save us some money for repairs. Some of the newer tractors we can't work on, but that's why we like to use the older tractors. We can still work on those.
One hose done. The other one stops right here.
Do we need to replace this too, though?
All right. What are you doing now?
We are reinstalling the brand new heater hose. Had to make a quick trip to town because we didn't have any of that laying around. Now, one of the hoses has very tight quarters. I'm trying to get it shoved back on.
Do you work on other things around the farm besides just tractors?
Well, we try to work on everything. Try to get it fixed as soon as we find out something's broken. And we try to save ourselves a little money.
Are you a mechanic? How'd you learn how to do all this?
Well, it started when I was young. Just read a lot. I'm a millwright, commercial carpenter, so I was exposed to a lot of mechanical situations and factories and
Who did all the repairs on the farm when you were growing up?
mostly myself. My father always had me do the repairs, even when I was younger. He taught me some things, but most of the time I worked on them. Like most equipment, everything is in a tight space. In this hose, I can't get my hands down in there. I can't get a tool down in there. I'm trying to push it from 6 inches away through 2 grommets.
Is that better? I can sit here and hold it. Okay, I got it.
I don't know that it's better. I still can't push on it.
Don't be careful. Can't be doing too much twisting on it.
Oh, this I'll have to go back to me as a nut driver.
This one?
That's my original plan.
That, but do you understand?
So this has turned into a bigger job than we imagined. We ended up having to take the air conditioner coil out to get to one of the heater hoses. So Wyatt now is reinstalling that. I took the opportunity to put a valve on the lines down low so that we can, if this ever happens again, I can just turn a valve off, stop the antifreeze from coming in the cab or on top of the cab or wherever. Might have to have you come down and hold up on that. No, I ain't. Well, yeah, it's probably on there far enough.
Push it on there for me.
It's on there good enough.
This heater works by stealing heat from the engine, sending it up there and blowing its little radiator down.
It's just like a miniature radiator, just like on a car.
Is that how heat on cars work?
Huh?
Is that how heat on the cars work?
Yeah.
Can and you push up on the back. This week's video from Delhi Sustainable Farms on repairing one of our big tractors. We just took it for a spin down the road and back, and there is no more coolant leaking out, which is a big improvement for what was happening. So now we can continue to use this tractor on a day-to-day basis, and we shouldn't have any problems with the coolant leaking out any longer. So if you like the video, like the content of my father being a mechanic on the farm, we can continue showing different projects that we have lined up throughout this course of the winter. If you like the video, be sure to hit that like button below and subscribe to our page so you can get updates every week when we post videos. Otherwise, we will see you again next